Nothing is permanent but change. Change is inevitable. Every businessman has to change according to the changing environment. So, holding to that thought, let us study the various environment of business. Now, what is business environment? Now, from the entire universe, yes, universe, from the entire universe, if you take away your business, then whatever is remaining is environment. That means each and everything affects the business. Now, environment could be specific or general. Specific means that is specific to your own business, like your customers, your creditors, your lenders, your suppliers, etc. And general environment is that environment which affects everybody, and because it affects everybody, it affects you also. Like, for example, the social environment, the political, the legal environment, etc. So general environment affects you indirectly. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about the various aspects of general environment. Now, what are the dimensions of general environment? They are economic, social, technological, political, and legal. So let's start with the economic environment. Economic environment, as the name suggests, is in terms of money. Like, for example, the interest rate, the inflation rate, the tax rate, the income of the people of the country. All of them affect the businessman. Now, how do they affect the businessman? Let's take the interest rate. Now, if the interest on loan goes up, then the goods become more expensive. Suppose somebody is thinking of buying a house or a car, then because the interest on loan has gone up, it becomes more difficult for him to buy it, and therefore he may not buy. And this affects the businessman. Similarly, suppose the income of the people is rising. The disposable income or the gross domestic income of the people is rising. So people have more money to spend, so they will buy more product. Again, that affects the businessman. Similarly, the inflation rate. If the inflation rate goes up, then the raw material becomes more expensive, and therefore the profits go down for the businessman. So economic environment affects the businessman. This is how it affects the businessman. Then the second dimension of environment is the social environment. As the name suggests, social means society. Now, the business exists in the society. He cannot be away from the society. So whatever is held dear by the society, everything affects him. Now, the customs, the values, the trend that is going on, all that affects the businessman. So let's start with the customs and traditions. Every country has got their own festivals. Like in India, we have Diwali, Eid, Christmas, Guru Parv, etc. And during these times, people go in for little extra shopping, like they may be buying sweets and they may be getting clothes made. So that again affects the businessman. His products are sold. People buy more products during that time. So the customs and traditions affect the businessman. Now, what about the values? In our country, national integration, freedom, equal opportunity, these are all values, and that also affects the businessman. 33 1/3% reservation for women, that is equal opportunity. That is a part of social environment, and therefore businessman has to cater to that also. Then social trends. These days, becoming healthy has become a fad. Everybody wants to join a gym, they want to drink Diet Coke, and they want to have fat-free oil, whatever that means. So all these things are picking up, and therefore the businessman is catering to these needs. So whatever is in demand in the society, the businessman adjusts himself according to that. Then comes the technological environment. Gone are the days when we used to stand in line outside the theater to buy the ticket for a cinema, to watch a movie. Now, all you need to do is pick up your mobile, click a button, and there it is. And you don't even have to convert it into on paper. You can just show that, isn't it? So environment is also affecting the businessman. So scientific improvements and innovations have started, and they go a long way in changing how the business is to be done today. For example, computers have come in, then the World Wide Web is being used. You can sit anywhere and manage your business from any part of the country. And the latest additions are robotics, lasers, biotechnology. All these things have now made a mark for themselves and going to stay for the long term. And innovation has to be a part of every business. So technological environment affects the businessman. He has to keep himself updated regarding the latest technology that is going on. Then comes the political environment. Political environment has got two parts. First are the political conditions, that is stability and peace. What is the political condition of that particular country? And second is the specific attitude of the elected government representatives. What do the people who have been elected to run the government, what is their attitude towards the business? So first is the political stability. Now, if there's political stability, the government does not keep changing. So, to a certain extent, you can predict what the policies of the prevailing government is going to be. And it becomes much easier for a businessman to do business because he can do it with a certain amount of certainty about the future. Now, the attitude of the elected representatives, that also goes a long way in deciding and affecting the environment for the business. In 1991, we opened the doors for globalization, but still foreign companies were not willing to come into India because of the red tapeism, because of the delay in getting the license for the products that they needed to sell. As a result, they did not come in the number in which we expected them to come. This was because of the attitude of the government officials at that particular point of time. Similarly, Hyderabad is called Cyber City because of the ideology of Chandrababu Naidu. He converted Hyderabad into Cyber City. That was again the ideology of the elected representative of the people. So this is the political environment. Then comes the legal environment. Now, legal environment means the various legislations passed by the government. Here I would like to tell you that children get confused between political environment and legal environment because in both the government is there. But remember, all legislation have to be passed via the government. A law can be made only when the government initiates it. Therefore, the government will be there. But there are some keywords which I've given at the end. So these keywords will help you understand that this is legal environment. Now, it is very important for every manager to know the laws of the land and to obey it. And if he knows the laws of the land, then he will be better prepared for what is in store for him in the future, and his business performance will be much better. Now, what are the keywords that I told you? If you find these words somewhere in the sentence or in any case study, that it automatically means that this is legal environment. So the keywords are court, ban, prohibition, law, judgment, act, order, commission, statutory warning, etc. That's all in this video. If you liked it, please press the like button. And thank you for watching.